go. Let's go.
Welcome to another episode of the Culture Index. Today I'm here with Todd from Sherpa Property Group. Thanks for joining us today, mate.
Thank you, Sam.
First question, so how did Sherpa get started?
Great question. I think our background is originally from Airlie Beach,
Yep.
up in the Whitsundays, and our CEO, Christy Leet, has been really active in that area, still owns the PRD in that area today. Moved to the coast here in 2017 and really can't sit still, so Sherpa evolved from that. We did our first land subdivision up at Balambal Heights back in 2017, and then we kind of evolved from there. Did a little, not so little, but a subdivision down at Coolangatta in between Eden Lane and Boundary Street, and then we moved on to Golden Ford Drive, and then 202 Pacific Parade at Balinga. So it's evolved over the last 4 or 5 years, and to where we are now. So we're kind of still a kind of family-run business, and we try to be very humble and just provide for our customers, really. Yeah.
Awesome. Tell us a bit more about your story then. How did you get into this whole property development industry?
my story is a little bit different. I don't come from a sales background or a property-driven background. Christy and I have been mates for a number of years, and in another lifetime I was a swimming coach, and I used to coach Christy in swimming, and then we've always had a great relationship. And he tapped me on the shoulder a few years ago and said, "Todd, I need some help with the business," and it just was an amazing opportunity for me, and hence I just love it. So I think a lot of the skills that I've learned from coaching, I translated that over to property, and it's just customer focused, and just really. When I was coaching, it was all about the athletes. It's the same thing with property development. It's all about the purchasers. It was an easy transition, to be honest.
Awesome. It's good that you sort of, sounds like a really natural way though to create a relationship, I suppose, being a coach, and it comes
Absolutely.
pretty authentic,
That's
awesome. That's awesome. So tell us a bit more about what projects Sherpa's currently got underway.
Great question. We've been really active over the last couple of years, from Palm Beach down to Coolangatta. Our brand is Perspective, and why we use the name Perspective is that we like to look at things from a different perspective. So a really good example of one of our premium projects is on the corner of 27th Avenue in the Esplanade at North Palm Beach. We bought a site there in 2020, and it had a DA there to build 37 apartments. We thought, what could we do that's different? And instead we're building 3 individual beach homes and then 1 apartment per floor. So we've got 11 residents on that site, whereas a traditional developer would have done 37 apartments. So I think from our brand perspective, that's probably our premium one at the moment. We're actually building 2C, which is right next door to that. 1 per floor with a double-storey penthouse, which will hopefully be finished, I think, April next year, 2023. So the Sherpa brand is, like I said before, has always been kind of a family-run business, but we try to keep it really simple, and we just look at things from a different perspective.
Yeah, cool. I remember you taking me through a site tour during construction and showing me those beach homes. They were insane as well. I've never seen anything to the size of them as well. I remember walking down, you're like, oh, this is a cinema down here. I'm like, this is a whole floor,
Yeah, it was a really interesting how we did that. We kind of subdivided the lot, the block there actually, and those purchasers actually bought a volumetric lot, so they actually physically buy the land off us, and then they go into a build contract with our builder. So good. Yeah, that model has been very well received by our purchasers, obviously, but a lot of other people in the industry as well.
Wicked. Now tell us a bit more about how Sherpa's changing the landscape in high-end coastal apartments.
Yeah, great question. I think I always say that we try and underdevelop premium sites. So we're really big on working with people that have a valuable piece of land or an amazing piece of land, and a really good example of that is our 202 Pacific Parade development at Balinga. Ken, who had that block of land in his family for a number of years, was approached by developers, to sell him the land. And his theory was, well, where am I going to go? As a lot of people, do.
Yeah.
So what we did, we were able to do a deal with Ken,
Yeah.
whereas we moved Ken out for 12 months during the build. He had first choice of which apartment he wanted to come back in the building, so he picked level 1.
Yeah.
So we were able to unlock his land. We're building 5 apartments on his land. It's a really positive story for everyone. So to answer your question, how we changed the landscape, I think we're changing it a little bit differently. Whereas we're really keen to work with people that have premium blocks of land. We think that our buildings are impressive. We always try to do things a little bit differently. We'll reassess after each development. How can we do things better? What can we do? We'll get our feedback from our purchasers after they've lived there for a little bit of time. What would you like to see? What was a really positive experience of what's positive in your apartment or your residence? What's negative? We'll work on trying to improve moving forward.
Yeah, wicked. It's and what I saw from the development as well, down here in Palmy as well, just a level of that sort of customization, but then thinking outside of the box. So maybe you're talking about the swimming pools and the aspect of this, and each level you've got a unique view of this. Like, to me, it's like everything's so well thought out, which was just like, I really appreciated all that,
I think you mentioned this there, customization has been a really valuable asset for our business. So, we let our purchasers customise to suit their needs or their family's needs, and that has actually, been a really positive influence for us. It actually gets the purchaser really actively involved in the build. So, on that site that you're talking about, we let our purchasers come on site,
so good.
Once or twice a month if they want. They can touch and feel.
It's almost exciting though, like you do that and you get excited about what you see as well.
The purchasers will come back, 2 or 3 or 4 weeks later, and they're so excited because they've seen some, real change in their apartment.
Yeah, wicked.
The customisation has been really positive.
Yeah, awesome. So when someone buys into a Sherpa project, what can they expect to receive?
Yeah, great question. I think our biggest point of difference is our, the Sherpa name is, obviously the Sherpas in the Himalayas do all the heavy lifting. We do all the heavy lifting for our purchasers. So they come in, they buy off the plan, they want to customise their apartment to suit their needs or their family needs. We'll do that. We'll do all the heavy lifting. If they want an imported marble bench top from Italy, we'll do that. So the customer can expect a journey that's a little bit different from the standard kind of development process.
Yeah, cool. And mate, last question: what's in the pipeline for 2023?
Yeah, great question. I think we did a few little land subdivisions previously, so we're probably looking at doing some more land. We did one at Cabarita. 16 lot land subdivision there. We did a little 6 lot land subdivision at Ashmore. I think for 2023 it's finishing off our current project, so we'll have 2C completed. 2023 we'll have our Broadwater project completed in 2023, and then our Albatross development completed at the end of 2023. So
awesome.
We're it'll be a big year.
It sounds like lots going on, right?
What's going on?
Okay, if you guys want to find more about what Sherpa Property Group's got in their pipeline and what's going on, where can we find you guys online?
Just on our website, sherpapropertygroup.com.au. And my details are on there. Anyone can ring me at any time, and happy to chat to anybody.
Awesome, mate. Cheers for that.
Thank you, Sam.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Cheers.